All right, what's good? What's good, man? Let's get into it. Let's talk about Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos and why it's going to be over for Let It Cook Russ. You know what I'm saying? Uh, as anybody who knows, Russell Wilson is getting benched for, I think, Jared Stidham, and the Russell Wilson era in Denver is over. Let's be for real. It's over. It was a disaster. Last year, he was beyond horrible. This year, statistically, he was okay, but still mid. Still mid. Russ, let me just eat my crow. I was dead wrong about Russ. I thought Russ was having a bad year. I thought he was having his Aaron Rodgers 2018 year or Aaron Rodgers 2021 year. Well, like, you know what? He's in a new system. You know, he's in a new area. You know, give him a year. I was gonna give him a mulligan for last year, but this year, no. Now, if you look at the stats, I mean, he did better than last year. Threw for over 3,000 yards, 26 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. But if you honest, but let's be for real. Anybody who's watched Denver, this is not the same Russ as before. This is not Seattle Russ. Absolutely not. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I just don't know what happened. Maybe Pete Carroll and Russ really needed each other. Maybe it's the opposite of Belichick and Brady. Maybe Pete Carroll and Russ went together better. Because let's be for real, Geno Smith is a flop. Geno Smith sucks. I called it out. Everybody who knows called it out. People were trying to tell me Geno Smith was going to be good because even if he is trash, he has DK and Tyler and this time and third. Not only has he sucked, he's been injury prone too. Seattle's going to miss the playoffs most likely because the Rams are seemingly having a revivance, which I also called too, by the way. Go look at my video. And, it is what it is. But at the same time, Russ with Sean Payton, who's a Hall of Fame coach, could not do anything either. He couldn't do anything either. Now, granted, not granted, because this Denver offense is good. Russ, I thought Russ learned his lesson from last. I don't know, because it's not like people are really complaining about Russ. I mean, I don't know. Have many teammates complain about Russ? Someone in the comment section who's a Denver Broncos fan or who follows the Broncos or knows anything, let me know if teammates were complaining about Russ. I know Sean Payton said, "Hey, Russ, you're not having an office no more. Russ, you're gonna start being a team leader. You're gonna start, stop acting like you're above everybody just because you're dating Sierra." And to his credit, Russ bounced back statistically. He bounced back statistically, but as it goes for Denver, they had no success. And I was honestly planning on making a video talking about how Denver was going to make the playoffs, but obviously that didn't work. So, it is what it is there. Now, the real question is, where will Russ go? And you know what? I just had an idea. This is a tricky one. This is a real tricky one. Russ to the 49ers. How's everybody thinking about it? I would hate it because I hate the 49ers. But, I mean, let's be for real. Brock Purdy ain't assuming now Brock Purdy ain't the guy. We all know Brock Purdy ain't the guy. Russ to the 49ers. I mean, let's be for real. Brock Purdy's mid. He's mid with a great team. Russell Wilson's mid with a great team. But at least Russ has experience in the playoffs. Russ is more durable than Brock Purdy. Russ is, I think Russ can do more than Brock Purdy does. I think Russ can move out the pocket better. Arm, I'll say Russ has the better arm. You know what I'm saying? Russ can deep ball it. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But Russ to the 49ers, you never know. Where else could he go? I don't know if Atlanta would take a chance on him. I don't know. I don't think Washington's going to take a chance on him. They might. Well, I don't know. Washington just benched Sam Howell, so they might take a chance on Russ. Maybe Pittsburgh. Maybe Pittsburgh. I mean, Kenny Pickett's trash. He's garbage. He's beyond horrible. I'll take Russ right now over Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett's a bum. At least Russ has grown man hands. Kenny Pickett has the hands of a 5-year-old in kindergarten. So, but I'm trying to think of teams off the top of my head who need a quarterback and probably won't have enough to get in the draft. I also threw out, shout out to my boy Val. I said Russ back to Seattle since Geno got exposed and Geno's a bum again. But I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, man, but it's over for Russ. It's over for Russ. And, I know people think Russ is corny. He's stupid, this, that, and the third. I mean, it is what it is. Whatever you think of Russ off the field, that's your business. I really don't care. Whatever Russ wants to do off the field is whatever Russ wants to do off the field. But let's not act like this guy didn't give us some great memories with that Seattle team. People talk about, the Legion of Boom, which was amazing. Marshawn Lynch was amazing. But Russ made some clutch plays. Russ was great with that team. I remember one time Russ, I think it was like against the Cardinals on like Thursday Night Football where Russ, like, he was like running all around. He threw a dot to like Doug Baldwin one time. Like, Russ gave us some good moments, man. I remember Russ beat the Eagles on Thursday Night Football with the whole Carson Wentz mania stuff going on. So, Russ, thank you for the Seattle days, the Denver days, bro. Listen, I tried to defend you. You made me look stupid, you cornball. And, it is what it is, I might send Future to your house. I might go to Colorado and play some Future driving past Russ's house. You know what I'm saying? Hit up Sierra, see what she's doing because, she's very disappointing you, Russ. Very disappointing you. But, I just can't put my finger on it because Russ didn't play bad, but he's not the same Russ anymore. He, like how my co-host CEO said it, he's a glorified game manager at this point. He's a great game manager at this point. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I really can't, Russ, it's over, bro. That's really all I got to say. It's over. It's over. I mean, someone's going to give you a chance because, these stats are good. Over 3,000 yards. I mean, a little over 3,000 yards within 16 games is pretty bad. 26 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. Better than last year, obviously. But look out for that Russ to the 49ers if Brock Purdy flames out. Because I think Brock Purdy is going to flame out. Why would Kyle Shanahan? I mean, the 49ers are not going to get a top pick. I'd say trade up. Why would Kyle Shanahan not take a chance on Russell Wilson? Especially since Kirk Cousins is going to be out for a few months with his ACL tear. Maybe the Vikings will take a chance on Russ since they got weapons, but I don't think so. I really don't think so. I can't think of anybody else who would take a chance on Russ. Because, I mean, a contender has to take a chance on Russ. It's not going to be a building team, obviously. It's going to be a contender. Maybe the Falcons. I could see the Saints being stupid enough to give this guy a contract. Not the Titans. The Titans are about to go in rebuild mode. But I think the 49ers are like the best, probably my pick. And that might be a hot take, especially since Brock Purdy's MVP. I was gonna say Russ to the Cowboys, but I don't know how. I mean, you know what? That might not be a bad look, Russ to the Cowboys, because we all know Dak, is not it. Dak ain't it, and Russ is a company man like Dak, so maybe Russ to the Cowboys might work. I don't know. Maybe Russ has to, throw Sierra to Jerry Jones. Maybe he can get a Cowboys job. But granted, the spotlight's going to be definitely on Russ a lot, especially it being the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? So that's an interesting one, but I don't know. Jerry Jones loves Dak Prescott, even though Dak ain't the guy. Now, it's not saying Russ is going to be the guy, but at least Russ has Super Bowl, experience. Russ knows how to get there. At least Dak can't even get to the NFC Championship game by himself. Like 2-3 different head coaches. But obviously, it is what it is with Russ. And, do you think he's going to get cut? I heard there was rumors that he's going to get cut. Let me see if I can pull up the article pull up the article title. That Russ is most likely going to get cut in March. If Russ gets cut, I mean, where can he go? I mean, he's going to have his option to go. I mean, his stats are not bad. He got sacked 45 times. Dang. Now, granted, some of that probably was his fault because Russ likes to run a lot for no reason. So, it is what it is. But, Russ, thank you for the Seattle days, and thank you for making me look stupid, you big cornball, you Carlton idiot, you clown, you Steve Urkel, Dayton Sierra idiot that plays football. And let me know, what do you think, Russ? Or do you think Russ is going to retire? Because Russ, I mean, he is married to Sierra. Russ, he does have that cornball charm, so he could be like on some TV show, maybe on an Anchor or something. I don't know, nor do I really care. I just wanted to get this video out there so people should know. But yeah, the Russell Wilson era is over in Denver. Let me know your thoughts, man. Do you like Russ? Do you don't like Russ, man? And where do you think he's gonna go next year? What do you think the Broncos are gonna do next year? Do you think they're drafting the quarterback or are gonna sign one? RJ out.